What's up, everybody? Happy Black History Month, and welcome to San Diego Unified's Black History Read-In. My name is Aaron Harvey, and I am originally from Southeast San Diego in the community known as Lincoln Park. As of right now, I'm in my last semester studying political science at the University of California, Berkeley. This May, I'll be graduating, taking a year off to go right back down to San Diego, get back in the mud with my people, and make sure that we all have access to more and better opportunities. After that, I'll be heading off to law school. And this is why reading the story of Toussaint is so important, right? Toussaint did things and took on obstacles that were bigger than him for the betterment of others. My father always taught me that it's always better to be on the giving side than the receiving side. So I've dedicated my life to giving back to my community who raised me and got me to the places where I'm at now. And guess what, boys and girls? You are also part of my community. So let's jump into the story of Toussaint. Let me see if I can get this right. So the story of Toussaint Louverture. If there was anyone that the United States of America owed a great deal of debt to, it would be Prince Toussaint Louverture and the people of Saint-Domingue, now called Haiti. In 1791, enslaved Africans in the country started a rebellion. Within a few years, Prince Toussaint had 800,000 enslaved Africans willing to die for freedom, justice, and equality. Trained to not only know his men, but also his allies and enemies, Prince Toussaint motivated his men to defeat the two most powerful armies ever assembled on two fronts, the British and the Spanish. If you don't know where Britain and Spain is, look at a map, a globe, so you can see where these things are located, where these countries are located. He also changed history by defeating Napoleon in France. Also look up who Napoleon is. So aggressively that he claimed Napoleon's name and became known as the Black Napoleon. It's important to know who these people are, but it's also important to want to create your own name. You don't want to be like anyone. You want to stand on the shoulders of your ancestors, appreciate and understand their sacrifices, but you want to create your own story and you want to push the needle forward for your culture and your communities. The only thing Napoleon in France could ask, the only thing Napoleon in France could do was ask Toussaint for a peace treaty. During the meeting about the treaty, Napoleon's brother-in-law received orders by Napoleon to capture Prince Toussaint and bring him back to France. This cowardly act surely changed American history. What the world didn't know is that the prince's second-in-command general, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, already received his orders from the prince before he was betrayed by France. For the next 5 months after the prince was captured, Haiti damaged France and its military so drastically that in 1803, the Louisiana Purchase had to be made. Also, you want to know and understand about the Louisiana Purchase. The United States was able to buy 15 of its states for what some people bought a house for. Because France didn't have the manpower or military strength to protect its shores and still occupy half of the United States, 828,000 square miles of land west of the Mississippi River. This story is just another great example of the contribution the blood of slaves have contributed to the American people. This story is also important, but because of the sacrifices of Toussaint and the other enslaved Africans in Haiti and their rebellion and eventually liberation from these European armies, it also started a domino effect and created other enslaved rebellions in America that eventually led to the liberation of enslaved Africans in America. Like I said, it's always important to know your history. It's always important to take on tasks that are bigger than you, and it is always important to do for others. Thank you for joining us this San Diego Unified Black History Month reading, and you all have a wonderful day.